Harry Hamlet focuses on a bloke called Harry, and he is the only son of a crime boss, a criminal family in Dublin. And basically where we come in the story is he's in an institution. How he got there is he believes he's responsible for causing the death, and there's a lot of other really bad stuff going on in his life and it's too much for him to bear, so he kind of goes over the edge a bit and he gets institutionalised. And while he's in the cell, he picks up the book Hamlet, starts reading it, and all of a sudden he sees similarities in his life to Hamlet's life, and he takes on a second persona of Hamlet, and he has a hard time separating the two. And his family are trying to get him to snap out of it. His friends, his girlfriend Celeste is coming in trying to get the old Harry back, but he's so wrapped up in grief and so wrapped up in just the pain of what he thinks he did, and he has a hard time coping with it. That he can't hear anybody. He sees the characters when he should be seeing the people from his own life. I play Harry/Hamlet because he's a mix up of the two characters. Obviously it's Harry's interpretation of Hamlet and the way he sees it, and then sometimes he's kind of just a complete blend of the two of them. So certain scenes are a Shakespearean dialect, that's all he'll give back, and the only way people can communicate with him is by using that material. And other times he's back to himself, and sometimes he's an extreme version of himself, so it's not always black and white, but I can identify with certain aspects of Harry, but I am quite different. I mean, I have to identify it, that's the job, that's what I do, and so there's certain, I figure out kind of ways that find similarities in his life and that to my own, but we're very different people, and he's very, Harry, he wears his heart on the sleeve, and he's very kind of, he's very openly emotional, and he lets people really, really get on his nerves too much, and that's why he ends up in the situation he's in. He's too emotional. He's too kind of he's too out there. But definitely, I can relate to a lot of aspects of his life. I mean, his need to have family and friends. Everyone needs family and friends. How he reacts to some of the bad situations that are happening around him. That's just human nature. You can relate to lots of things. Well, as far as enjoyable moments playing the character of Harry, just getting into the really meaty scenes. I mean, they're really difficult to do as well. But Hamlet's a story that I've loved for years. So I get to do these scenes, but I get to do them different to the way anyone else has done them. Because the situation being what it is. I mean, they're quite difficult, but they're all really enjoyable. Some of the physical scenes, some of the say fight sequences and stuff like that, are scenes of extreme anger or extreme happiness. I mean, they take a lot out of it, but they're all loads of fun. So just the whole thing in general has been a blast. I got involved in this film just being that I'm settled in Dublin city centre at the minute. I'm out of performance college 3 years now, and I've just been kind of working, auditioning here and there, everywhere. And it was an open casting online. I went along. It was on in the pub in town, and I arrived there really late. I was lucky to actually on time. I think they were finished at 5:30, and I got there just at 5:30. And the director, producer, everyone was packing up, and I was the last one in. And I just all I knew about it was that it was a kind of modern telling of the Hamlet story. That's all I knew, none of the details. So I just went in and did a Shakespearean monologue, to be or not to be, from Hamlet, because I had that one in the bag already, and I just did it in the modern Dublin dialect. And that was it then. That's from there I got a call back, did a bit of workshopping with other actors, and after that, happy days, yeah. And it was, got cast.